What do you think, Stephen A? 7-9, would that win it?
9-7.
9-7. I'm still going to stick with my prediction here. And again, I'm a happy camper after week 1 because I did pick the Dallas Cowboys to win this division. Way out on the limb, but the key word in my prediction was by default. D-E-F-A-U-L-T, default.
Yes, we know you can spell.
Was that not a default weekend for the NFC East? Because I did watch much of the first half of the Philadelphia game, and Nick Foles had a rough ride against Jacksonville. Now, to your credit, Philly looked explosive, and I must tell you that obviously to me, Philly looked the best of the 4 teams that I saw in week 1. But the biggest X factor in the whole division belongs to the team that almost swept the division last year, came within one Kyle Orton late interception of sweeping the division. That's the Dallas Cowboys. They were 5-1 last year, almost 6-0. If they'd had Tony Romo for the final game, I believe they would have won it and been 6-0. The X factor is Romo's health. He did not look particularly healthy to me. You can say he was just rusty in week 1. I think he didn't look healthy. I didn't see quite the arm strength. And I definitely, and this is frightening to me, I did not see his usual accuracy. I'm going to remind you, Tony Romo last year had the 5th best quarterback, the QBR, in the league. 31 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions. In the first quarter and a half, he threw 3 interceptions against San Francisco. But what I am hanging my hat on within the division is the one unit that was quietly, shockingly better than everyone thought was the Cowboy defense. It allowed a total of 14 points in 4 quarters to San Francisco. Now, maybe that had to do with a struggling 49ers offense. But 14 points by a defense that appeared to be historically bad in the preseason, I think that's pretty great. So if Romo can get healthier, I still like this team's chances with Anthony Spencer getting healthy. He's not healthy yet. Orlando Scandrick coming off suspension. We're going to get a vote here pretty soon, I think, about the PED, the new rules. It could free up Orlando Scandrick to be available this Sunday. I don't know. Could. But the point is, Dallas will get healthier on defense, get people back on defense. And with RG3 a shell of himself and Eli Manning last night a shell of himself, all of a sudden, this division looks as up for grabs as I can ever remember it at this point in the season, where it's just completely wide open, and the Eagles should be the favorite, still are the favorite, but Dallas matches up well with Chip Kelly. And I don't know exactly why, but I remind you, Dallas won at Philly last year 17-3. Held Philly to 3 points at home.
I'd like to see them do that again.
Well, we might get a chance. We just might get a chance.
I find your position laughable.
Okay.
I'm
shocked that you do.
I mean, because, listen, you lost all credibility with this division when you picked Dallas to win. I mean, my goodness. The Dallas Cowboys, you are the ultimate contrarian. You're unbelievable. The Dallas Cowboys as an NFC East crown.
And so, wait.
Please.
You're making a case for whom?
The Eagles.
Oh, really?
The Eagles.
17-0 at half?
That's right. You know what?
17-0?
Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. You know what, Skip? Your suit today looks really good. It looks better than the one you had on yesterday. Today's a new day. You know what? The second half.
You just insulted my suit yesterday?
It was all right.
It was at Ted Baker.
It was all right. The point. Ted Baker?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. The point that I'm trying to make to you, Skip, is this.
It's out of your price range. What can I say?
I feel you on that. Well, I'm thinking this, Skip. The Philadelphia Eagles scored 34 unanswered points in the second half. They were balling. You got Shady McCoy. You got Macklin, who's looking good. Nick Foles got himself together. Offensive line has some trouble because their guard went down. We'll see what happens.
No,
I'm just saying
he's down.
He's probably down.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it. The Redskins, they don't look like RG3 doesn't look great. And don't get me started on the Cowboys and the Giants. Yes, default, D-E-F-A-U-L-T. I get it.
You can spell.
Yes, I can spell too, okay, Skip Bayless? But whether it's default or not, the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFC East. They just are. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not going to beat up on each other to some degree because rivalries are rivalries. But when they go outside of their division and they're playing other teams,
like Jacksonville?
I definitely think that the Eagles are going to be better than the Dallas Cowboys because the Dallas Cowboys don't have a defense. The Giants Giants don't seem to have much of anything on offense. And the Washington Redskins, you know what? I don't even know if they've got a coach yet. I'm looking at Jay Gruden. I mean, that arena football stuff you was pulling with those trick plays, that ain't going to cut it. And RG3 trying to be a pocket passer, no read option being used, can't be as evasive as he was his rookie year. Not the same. You got Deshaun Jackson. You've got Pierre Garçon. You got Jordan Reed. You got Alfred Morris and Halou Jr. coming out of the backfield. They can run the football. You got all of these weapons, but it doesn't mean anything if RG3 can't go. And we're debating whether or not Kirk Cousins won't be seen before week 5. So to me, I look at the NFC East and I say the only semblance of continuity in existence is the Philadelphia Eagles. Mm-hmm. Because the Dallas Cowboys, if they stay the same, it's only because they have very little talent. I mean, expect to see Michael Sam any day now, man. We're going to see Michael.
I hope so.
Michael Sam off the practice squad. We're going to see it because they need somebody to rush the passer. They need somebody to rush the passer.
I thought they did okay the other day.
You know
Selvey?
what? They looked okay, Selvey.
Mincy?
So Selvey could play. Selvey could play. But I'm just saying, I just look at the Cowboys. Defense is going to be a problem. The Giants' offense is going to be a problem. With the Redskins, continuity, togetherness, that's going to be a problem. And as a result, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to steal this division with a 9-7 record.
Help me out. I'm foggy on this, but is Deshaun Jackson, where do you wind up? Is
Washington.
He's not in Philly anymore.
Washington.
They're going to miss Deshaun. They missed him this time.
Really? In the first half?
One last point.
In the first half?
You realize.
They got Darren Sproles now, Skip.
Your Eagles did win their first game. They just played the easiest game by far on their schedule. Jacksonville at home.
Let's wait and
we
see.
know. We know.
Let's wait and see how
wait and see? I'm not waiting to see.
Gus Bradley might know what he's doing a little bit.
You say 9 wins?
At least 9 wins.
I'm sticking with 10.
All I'm saying to you, I'm not saying it's just going to be 9. The Eagles may win 10 games. I'm simply saying all it will take to win the division is 9 wins.